haven't felt comfortable doing these videos. My neighbors have been really loud and it's been a pretty quiet day today, but of course I'm just now starting to hear things, so that's great. I'm not hearing things, I'm hearing them make noise. Anyway, whatever. Let's make this pizza, okay? This has been in my freezer for a while, so it needs to be tried. It's the DiGiorno Personal 4-cheese pizza. Come to my friendship that will last. Personally, I've never been a big fan of DiGiorno pizzas. They've never satisfied me the way that the commercials make you think that they will. It's always kind of a disappointment, so I wonder how the Personal is going to be. I always loved Personal pizzas growing up. So I had to move in with my grandparents in 4th grade because my mom went to jail. Anyway, my grandparents wanted to make a special day every week. So I think it was either Tuesday or Thursdays, I can't remember which. They would go get pizza from Pizza Hut, and that was my favorite place growing up, was Pizza Hut. And there was one not very far from my grandparents' house, even though they lived out in the country. The town I'm from is very small. So anyway, they would get me a Personal Pan cheese pizza from Pizza Hut, and if you didn't know, those pizzas are really good. The Personal Pan, something about Pizza Hut's crust is so buttery and so delicious. Personal Pan with extra cheese, it's just the perfect amount of a serving for me. I shouldn't be eating as much pizza as I technically want to, so it's good. And they're also cheap. The last time I got one, I think they're like $5, but obviously prices are going up everywhere nowadays because it's 2023, so it's probably more expensive for a Personal Pan at Pizza Hut, but still I recommend trying it, especially if you have kids. It's like a super cheap option instead of getting a whole pizza that your kids aren't going to finish, especially if they don't like leftovers. Anyway, let's look at this pizza, shall we? It looks, okay, it looks beautiful, I have to admit, just from the outside. Even the crust looks like it's going to be good. Okay, so what will happen if things stay in your freezer too long is freezer burn. There's a lot of freezer burn on this, but I said in one of my previous videos, it doesn't really matter with pizza. It's just gonna help the cheese have more moisture, which is good, so it's fine. But yeah, it looks really good. Even the crust, as I said, it looks like it's gonna be really crispy and buttery. It's funny that I just said that about Pizza Hut, and now I'm saying that about this. It does look like it's possibly pre-baked. I noticed that in my last video as well. I don't remember what pizza that was. I'll put it on the screen here. Yeah, that was the first time I ever really noticed that a frozen pizza's crust looked like it had been pre-baked because it had like browning on the edges. And I think this kind of has a similar look, but it's not as browned, so it's harder to tell. But yeah, it looks like the crust was pre-baked just a little bit. It says, remove pizza from freshness wrap, place pizza directly on center rack. I've talked about this. That is not safe. That is a health risk. That is a safety hazard. Do not do that. Find another solution. Buy a pizza stone. Buy something like this where you can put your pizza onto it, because putting a pizza directly onto an oven rack isn't safe. The cheese can go over the sides, go into your oven. It can burn the crap out of you when you're trying to get it out. I one time had the bottom of my crust of a pizza stick to my oven's rack, and then I couldn't get it out of the oven. It is not a safe tip. I don't know why every pizza box, almost every pizza box says this, but don't do that. If you like to make frozen pizzas a lot in your oven, find a safer way. Do not put it on the freaking oven rack. Okay. I rant about that in every one of my videos. If you've seen my previous videos, I'm sorry. I just have to say it. Just on the off chance that this is the first video you've ever seen of me. Okay. Anyway, it says bake 18 minutes. My whole point was to see how long it bakes. Bake 18 minutes or until cheese is melted and the edges are golden brown. Okay. I think my oven has preheated already. It just is now going through another cycle of okay, why are you taking so long? Come on. So I think my oven is probably ready. Yeah, let's put it in. Oh, see, it just said, okay, fine, we're ready again. All right, 18 minutes, y'all. 18, okay, I'm gonna do what it says because I do not know yet how this pizza is gonna cook. So we will see if it works well with my oven. Ooh, my lucky number is on here. My lucky number has been following me around lately a lot. And there may or may not be a particular reason for that, I believe. I don't think I've said what my lucky number stands for, but 143. I don't know, it's so hard to make sure you guys can see it. Can you see it? I don't know. 143. It stands for I love you. And therefore, 14, my true lucky number, like just without the 3, it's usually just 14 that follows me around, but often it's 143, or oftentimes it's 314 nowadays too. But anyway, it stands for I love, if it's just 14, which is like a perfect description of me. Like I love things. I love everything. I love squirrels. I love little tiny moments. I love old money. I don't know. I just love things. I can't come up with any good examples right now because I'm hungry, okay? And I'm thinking about this pizza. Yeah, this video is going to be coming out late this week because I kind of decided like, okay, I need to take a break from making videos. I was having nervous breakdowns like every day in my own home because of my neighbor situation, but it seems to have calmed down in just the last couple days, so I thought, screw it, I'll make a pizza and I'll make a video. It's Saturday night though, and I usually have my videos come out on Saturday morning or Sunday morning, so I feel bad. Don't think this video will be edited by Sunday morning. I might try to, like, just stay up all night editing so that this video does come out tomorrow morning on Sunday. But I shouldn't do that to myself. It sucks doing that to yourself as a YouTuber. That's why, like, I've tried to just... I kind of overexerted myself in the month of January. If you didn't notice, I came out with a video every weekend for both days of the weekend. So I had 2 videos come out per weekend in January. And I did overexert myself quite a bit doing that. So I'm trying to, like, slow back down, realize what I should and shouldn't do for my mental health, and etc. I'm also working my life away. I had to do my taxes the other day. My dog had a vet appointment earlier this month that was really expensive. So yeah, YouTube, I'm not making money on you, so I kind of have to like step back and just realize like, okay, this is kind of a creative thing. It's not a forefront in what's important in my life right now, so probably just be doing 1 video per weekend from now on, and I will start working on my ketamine series here shortly. My mind is slowly starting to feel like I can do it, so yeah, you guys will see those. I'm gonna let this pizza cook. I will talk to you guys when it is done. The cheese is not melting in the center. Like, it looks gross. I just touched it too, and it like wasn't reacting like cheese should. It felt like a sponge. Like, this pizza does not look good. And the crust looks so burnt at this point. Like, what is the point? I think I might just take it out. God. Okay, it kind of started to cook at the very end there. But as you can see, it looks terrible. Here. I'll get a better angle for you safely as I can. It looks terrible. If I'm totally honest with you, that looks absolutely terrible. Just being honest. Sorry. I'll let it cool and then I'll cut it. I'm really not excited about this, if you couldn't tell. Great. Okay. Don't you love wasting time cooking food and being starving and smelling it and being excited and then just like being really disappointed? That's great. My fan is on too. You probably can't even hear me. Ugh. Yeah, that looks... wow. Ugh, poor baby. Maybe it's supposed to be microwaved or cooked at a lower temperature for a really slow time, because 425 burned the crust. Does that sound good? Does that sound appetizing to you? Yeah, no, not really with an oven pizza, no. And then the cheese in the center isn't even melted all the way. Like, this is a fail. I'm sorry. Maybe it's just my old oven. That could be a culprit for this. Maybe a new oven wouldn't have this issue. Gosh. Terrible. Gut-wrenching, if I do say so myself. It's a little gut-wrenching for me, because I love pizza so much. And yeah, wasted effort here. Wasted effort with whoever made it. I mean, DiGiorno, it's never really good. I should have known. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm already really disappointed in how it looks. My whole house smells like burnt pizza crust. Gosh. And that was, I cooked it about the right amount of time it said to, and it was already burnt on the crust. And I cooked it just a little longer to see if I could get that cheese to melt in the center. Didn't really work. Whatever. I'm sorry, DiGiorno, but your pizza has never been good to me, and I'd much rather order a pizza out. But let's try this. Oh, I didn't even show you what it looked like not cut, but I gave you a close-up already, so. I tell you what, boy, this pizza isn't even really worth a close-up, but I'll give you one. Are you as disappointed as I am, or is this just like a me thing that like this is really disappointing to me? The cheese is just a weird texture, man. I don't know. Alright, let's try it. Okay. So again, looks wise, this is disgusting. Just have to say it. The crust looks pretty thick though. As a DiGiorno crust is expected to be, it's pretty thick. Not too burnt on the bottom, but up here is what really turns me off, like how burnt that cheese is. It's... Okay, let's try it. Okay, so normally if it's a single pizza, even if it's the same brand, it will taste different than the bigger pizzas from that brand. But this tastes exactly like a DiGiorno pizza, and it's disgusting. There is almost no flavor from the cheese. You mainly taste the crust because it's so much crust, and it's not that good of a crust. And the sauce is overpowering as well. It is slightly enjoyable to my child palate that I still haven't let go of apparently, but it is not good, man. So the crust is kind of good. If you're into like the plainest crust taste in the entire world, then it's kind of good, which is why I say it appeals to my child palate, but otherwise it's not good. I do think kids probably would enjoy DiGiorno. It's kind of like a nothing dinner. There's no taste. There's no talking about it. There's just shoving food into your mouth. That vaguely tastes like familiar food, but it's not. This is like a hockey puck. Like, I'm sorry. I'll try a crust bite for you guys. I'm getting more and more memories of like childhood parties that I went to where they had this pizza. And I do kind of enjoy the crust by itself. I don't know, even though it's kind of burnt and the hockey puck, like, kind of enjoy that plain taste. But again, it's more of like I like this because it brings back memories kind of thing, rather than I'm gonna buy this again kind of thing, because I will never buy this again. And I think in order to even eat the rest of it, I'm gonna have to douse it with red pepper flakes. The sauce is very thick on the pizza, but there's so much crust that it isn't a problem because you kind of need that much sauce to go with that much crust. I wish there were much more cheese, DiGiorno. What are you doing? I don't taste like any cheese. Put more cheese on your pizza and put different kinds of cheese on your pizza as well. Mozzarella, I don't know what kind of cheese this is. It's probably mozzarella, but very shredded and just not enough of it. Yeah, try more things, guys. I have a lot of videos that have come out in the last month, as I said before, 2 every weekend in January. So there's my tattoo video that came out, and then actually in 2 days, from right now, I'm gonna go and get more of the sleeve done. So there's gonna be another video, a part 2 to that video, and she booked the whole day for me this time, so it might be way more of a chunk of the sleeve done than just this tiny little portion that we got done the first time. But yeah, that video is pretty interesting if you want to go watch it. Something kind of weird happened with my tattoo. And yeah, I'm really excited to get more of it done. So if you are too, subscribe to my channel. You will get to see every part of the tattoo that I get done and all of the tattoos that I get done in the future. Kind of interesting. Like this video if you made it this far. It would mean a lot to me to see how many of you made it this far. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching. Whatever you're doing, have a good day, good night, good evening. Bye guys.
Talk about looks, what's under the hood. Oh my, can't believe none, they all lie. On the wrong side, come to my side. I'm all about mine, don't waste my time. I'm too good for that, oh yeah. Won't call it back, oh yeah. I'm falling back, oh yeah.
So